The Kennewick Man had become a controversial 9-year court case between the USACE scientists and native tribes. The controversial topic was who should have the rights to the remains of the Kennewick Man. Scientists believed they should have the rights to the remains so they could further study him, and the Indians believed they should have the rights so they could give him a proper burial. The discovery of the remains led to considerable controversy for more than a decade. The Umatilla people and other tribes have wanted their remains returned to them for reburial under the federal Native American Graves Protection Act. The law was designed to remedy long-standing wrongs done to the tribe and facilitate the return of human remains and cultural objects unlawfully obtained or taken from them. Native American tribes who claimed ownership of their remains under the NAGPRA, the tribes would maintain the right to rebury the remains of the Kennewick Man and refuse to allow scientific study of the man they referred to as the Ancient One. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, which oversaw the land where the remains were found, initially agreed to comply with the requests of their tribes. Before the transit could be made, Owsley, along with 7 other anthropologists, including Smithsonian colleague Dennis Stanford, filed a lawsuit asserting the scientific right to study their skeleton. In February 2004, the United States Court of Appeals of the Ninth Circuit ruled that a direct cultural link between any of the American tribes and Kennewick Man could be proved because of the age of the remains. Its ruling allowed for scientific study of the remains to continue while the USACE retained custody of the remains. The remains were accidentally discovered. Will Thomas and David Dacey had a hydroplane race, and the skull was found in a reservoir on the Columbian River. The boys turned over the remains to the police and over to archaeologists. He was estimated to be 40 to 50 years old when he died based off of the remains. Scientists discovered that the way his arms were bent led to that he was very muscular because of a period of time of fishing and hunting. The discovery has further scientific debate over the origins of early Native American people. Race factor played a big role. James Chatters, the first anthropologist, said that the Kennewick Man lacked definitive characteristics of a classic Mongoloid to which Native Americans belonged. Race doesn't solely make genetic makeup. DNA testing needs to be performed to get the origins of someone and what they actually are. Scientists performed DNA testing on the remains, and the results came back that the Kennewick Man contained Native American DNA, which made what James Chatters said about the Kennewick Man lacking characteristics of a classic Mongoloid. In September 2016, the remains were returned to the Columbian Basin tribes for proper burial according to traditions. With all this being said, I believe that the Indians should have had rights right away the second that he was found because it was unlawfully taken from them. But on the other hand, I don't think they should have had the rights right away because the scientists wanted to see if he was the first race to walk on American ground, what his DNA makeup was, or who he was. But the Indians didn't care at all. They could have cared less of what his race was or anything like that. They just wanted his remains back so they can give him the proper burial that he deserves. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed.